Hi, welcome to VIPKID Newbie. You're probably wondering what this is about. I just started at VIPKID. I mean, I passed the interview and mock one, and I've had about 4 classes. And I thought if someone across town had said, I just did this 2 weeks ahead of you, I'd be really interested. Well, what did you do? And how did it work out? What worked? So I thought I would do that from the point of view of someone who just did it. Now, I know on YouTube there are a lot of other people who are much more experienced, but maybe they forgot what it's like being back at being a new person. I remember I got an email from Glassdoor on my phone that had a list of the top work from home places, and VIPKID was at the top. And I'm a student right now, getting a master's, so I thought, well, I'll try it. And then I got a call for the interview, and I thought, well, why not? Then I was supposed to do the very first interview / demonstration. So I went ahead and did it. I mean, I kind of was saying, let's get this on the road and see what happens. Uh, of course, when I looked at the PowerPoints, I realized, I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do. So I got on YouTube and I basically just copied people from other videos. And that worked fine. I passed. Now, then for the mock 1 class, I tried that and it didn't work. I had to take it 3 times. I think the first time I did just the same thing. I mean, I had the same people I'd looked at for the interview demonstration. I looked at for the mock 1, and I just tried to imitate them exactly. And nope, that wasn't it. But you get feedback, and that's what tells you I'll do something different. And for me, it was, you're supposed to repeat. You don't just ask them, what is this word? And they say it once. No, you're supposed to get them to keep repeating it several times. That was the main thing. I think I was speaking too fast too, and too much like this, that I just, if you're a Chinese person that doesn't know English, you're going to have trouble understanding. And I was talking too fast, I think. Now, the third time I found out more about the TPR. So you know to do this means listen to what I'm saying. This means I want to hear it. Count the words. But so I come into the camera. That really tells them, now, yeah, I want you to listen. Now I want you to. And that made a difference, I thought. But also I was talking more in rhythm. Every word separately worked on the mock. Then the first week, I think I did that like on a Thursday or Friday, and then the next entire week I got no bookings, no interest at all, and I was getting kind of anxious. And I looked on YouTube, and they said, take the workshops, take a few workshops, try doing the trial class certification, both of which I did. And before I finished the trial class certification, I started getting bookings. The second week I got like 3, and then the next week I got like 5 or 6, and that's as far as I've gotten. But as long as I've got some bookings, I'm trying to ease into it and just learn as I go. So the future, one of the things they say is important is this kind of background. The equipment, I had to buy some equipment, props, and other things are things I'll talk about in the future. One of the things that, what was I thinking about? How did I change what I was thinking about as I went through? It's kind of what I'm focusing on.